Hello and welcome back to Dark Chronicle, or Dark Cloud 2 if you're that way inclined. On our last adventure, we were doing stuff. Apparently I could take a sign of there we go. No, it's the sunshade. Apparently I can take a picture of the sign. And last adventure, yeah, we got to a boss fight within the dungeon, and we got kicked out because we couldn't do it, and now we need to fix the ride pod to carry on the story. However, this is not a normal adventure. This is going to be a pointing episode. Now, if you're not familiar with the term, I need to go back in here. It means pointing is basically something where I go around doing pointless things, hence the name, basically trying to just progress the plot forward. Usually it's for collectibles. However, in this particular game, it's going to be... Today we're just going to be going around doing like the Brinks photo shoot and taking all the photos that we can. Now, I'm also going to be talking to a few people around town, so if you don't really want to watch me collecting photos or talking to people around town, then you can skip this episode completely because you don't need to watch it. It's not going to be relevant to the plot. But you might get a few tidbits about what's going to happen in the future, so it might be worth watching if you want to. But like I said, you don't need to. Now, hello, my lady. You know me? Oh, no, already. Can I take a picture of that sign, actually? Go like this. Polly's Bakery sign. A sign itself. The door. What about the sun-dry one? Can I take a picture of the sun-dry sign? I don't think I can. Doesn't look like I can. Okay, then that's alright. Go inside the bakery now, then. Yeah, so that's the plan for today. I'll give you obviously normal commentary. It's going to be like a normal episode. It's just going to be walking around town, talking to people and taking photos, though, so it's going to be a little bit different. Hello, sir.
No, hey Max, Master Maximilian. I've just studied as Ferdinand's apprentice. I hope I can be a top-notch chef one day.
Probably very racist there, I apologise.
Welcome. What can I sell you today?
Cool, so, ooh, super hot peppers. Nice. So they save quite a lot, they're 75. What about bombs? Bombs are 50. Not too bad. Okay, we'll look at that later. Though. I don't know if the shops have different prices for what you've got. Can you not, mate? This my shop. I'm full. Make. New invention. Sweet. There we go, and we'll delete all these. Great. I suppose I should be writing down what I've got. Oh, I'll figure it out. I'll be able to look back at my list later. Okay then, so that is this place. Done. What's on this side? Take that flower actually, yes. Let's go back outside then. Sip a cup of tea. Oh, nice. Right, so I assume the only places I can go inside are the actual shops. And as you can clearly tell, some of these aren't shops. Right, it's a sunshade. Oh, hello, can I take a picture of this? Take a picture of moon, maybe that's one of them. Very interested to see what the music's going to do now. I'm just going to try this door, just make sure. No, I didn't think so. That's good. I don't know. Let's talk to the sheriff anyway. Morning, sheriff.
This town's too peaceful and ain't no work for me. Of course, I know that's a good thing, but still.
I see where you're coming from, mate. It's alright. I understand. Oh dear. Clowns with the knives out. Hold on! Too peaceful? You've got two clowns here with knives out. Do you not watch Batman?
Hey, no admittance beyond this point.
Hey, no, same thing. Oh yeah, of course.
Hey, no admittance beyond this point. You'd better turn back if you know what's good for you.
Come on, Sheriff, they've got knives. I know they're in with the mayor, but even so. Can we go into the police station? Oh, speaking of which. Yeah, we can. Right, now where's this moon? I want to take a picture of it so I can... There it is. Nice photo, that. It's almost like I do media as a college BTEC. Who the hell are you? You know, you're the sheriff. I really look up to Oh, Blinkhorn. That's why I chose to be his assistant, to keep the peace in Palm Brinks. But even so, there's nothing going on here. But who shot the deputy, you know? I'll probably take a picture of that clock if I can get a good angle on it. I know I'm going to miss stuff, like I said, though. I've got a list, so I can take it. I can write it all down. What the hell is up the floor? I don't know who that wanted poster is of. Hello, sir. What are you doing in here for? What? Okay, so make some with... Oh, wheat. What's this? Fireplace, wheat flour, and Polly's bakery shop. That's got to make bread. We'll do that probably towards the end of the chapter by looking at all that sort of stuff. I guess we're done then. Yeah, it's just shrubbery down there. Yeah, once we get to the end of this chapter, what I might do is I might just make all the inventions that I can make with my all of the shots that I've taken. Just because I think that's going to be easier to do when I've got everything rather than do it now and get confused. I mean, I'm already pretty confused with all the photos I've taken. Like, I'm going to have to check later on with what I've taken because I'm not entirely sure. But like I said, I can sort it out later.
Hey there, Max. It's a bit cold today, isn't it? Is it just me? Maybe I caught a cold.
Not as old. I thought he was an old man. He doesn't seem as old as I thought he was. What's this place? It's a bar. I'm sorry, but I have to go to City Hall. The drawbridge is up, so maybe I'll do a little shopping before I head home. I can take a picture of the drawbridge. Where is the drawbridge? And who are you?
I love the smell of gunpowder. This job is really made for me. Then again, my boss is awfully stubborn and old-fashioned. Oh well.
Coffee place. Hello. Welcome. I decided to work and restore this cafe back to its old glory. Before you know it, this place will be full of happy customers. You look like a child. I think you just... maybe just a young lady. I don't know. Right, let's take a picture of... Picture of all this stuff. Oh, the drawbridge was on the other side, weren't it? Oh, I remember now. I actually thought there was somebody else down there that said something about collecting chests around the... basically just around the town. To be fair, we've not been looking. We have been looking, so... Flower chair. Oh, and I'm full. Nice music, by the way. Right, new invention. Import all of my pictures. Delete all them. Delete all photos. There we go. Beautiful. What's that say? Oh, that's the inventing process which we talked about earlier. That should be a chandelier, right? Station? Is this one of them train stations? That's the same lady as before. Hi, Max. Did you know that the station master is my dad? We watch over the station together until the day the railway was back up and running. It is. So is this going to be how I leave the town later? Oh, hello, bar.
The station is a place of hellos and goodbyes. We could do better, but that is a thing or two.
Don't know what he said. Bottle. Bread. Cup. Cup. Oh wow, everything seems to be in here. So that'd be a table. Shrubbery. Yeah, you can... I think I'd made the right choice by putting this in a pointing episode. It's a little bit boring. And that's just the tickets. Alright, let's head downstairs then. Obviously the train station's not open yet because they're closed off to the outside world. I assume we will, we will open up the railway down the line. It won't be here for no reason. There's a safe point down here, actually. Is this a train? Blackstone 1. We shall rename that later if we have to use it. I like my own names. Maybe I already have a name. I don't think there's anything else down there. Although there's a guy. It was worth it. He's got a nice hammer.
Ah, take a look at that. Hard to believe this thing used to zoom along, eh? It really did, a long time ago. It's my dream to set off on another journey in this thing. That's why I make sure to keep her in top shape. That way, if I ever get to go, I will.
Oh, can I go in there? Hello? Cedric called this contraption a train, didn't he? Now Eric and Borneo are using it as their house. Cedric said it used to move way back before I was born. Is that true? Can something really, this big really move? If it does move, I'm sure I'll love to see it. Oh my lord. That was like, I really wish, it was like my joke about the elephant. Where I was like, oh, that's a nice elephant. It's very acrobatic. I hope I don't have to fight it someday. It seems like it was definitely that sort of like, sort of humour that I made. Actually, can I take a picture of that clock? No. Thought it might be a different sort of clock. Right. I think I haven't been to the bar yet. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna look at the list of things I haven't got yet, and then we'll go and get them for the rest of the episode. Okay, then. So we've got a few things left to take, which we're gonna take now. Not everything in this episode because we won't have time. There's a railroad. And now the other thing I need is a freight train, which is the other train. It's not the same. It's not the same train. Blackstone 1 seems to be different. See, there we go. There's a freight train. So where's my list of things I need to go to? I need to go to the bar because I haven't been there yet. But we'll go there now. There we go. Should have about 3 minutes to get some of the bits that I've written down. It's about 12. It's about 12 things I've written down. Obviously, we haven't been to the bar at all yet, so it'd be nice to pop my head around the corner and see what they say. Let's go inside. If I can. Yeah, if we don't get everything, then at least we can go to the... No, that's not bother. I want a car. There we go, the car. Speak to this guy. You may already know this, but sometimes you can find small chests in town. They often have items inside that can boost your abilities, so don't forget to pick them up. Haven't seen any yet, though. Talk to the barman. Well, sir, what do we have here? I can't be serving any underage folks. Here, come back when you're older, kid. Sweet, that's okay. Are you a singer? I went to the circus too, by the way. Did everything turn out alright? It looked like you had some clowns after you. Indeed they did. Right, there's probably some more bits in here, but I'm not too sure at the moment because I haven't got that written down on my list. So next stop is back up to the police station with the sheriff. This is the main one. At least as long as I can get the belt for the actual story mission, then the next episode, the next episode we can actually properly do. There we go. Oh, my photography level's increased. That's great. Yeah, now at least I can properly get the story going. Now I've got all the stuff I need. Now apparently this bunting, you can take it. It's one of these. It's a flag, you see. Right, and the other thing I want is the drawbridge, which is this over here. It's a bit closer, maybe. Ain't got much time though. Damn this. There we go, drawbridge. Right, and apparently there's a lot of stuff inside Cedric's shop, which we'll get inside. But it looks like I might have to do the rest of it in the next adventure because we're coming very close to the end. But we need to go inside the shop anyway. But yeah, I'm guessing next time then we'll just continue inside this place with all the story stuff. We'll take a few pictures that are in this room. There's not many, but there's quite a few, if that makes sense. But yeah, I guess we'll finish that now in the next adventure. So then, thank you for watching this pointing episode. I'll see you in the next adventure where we'll carry on with the story. But that'll be that. Farewell.